Welcome everybody, I'm Antonietta, and today's class is a practice in patience. What a wonderful gift it is to have patience, although sometimes we don't always use it. I am guilty of it, and maybe some of you are too. Let's see if we can tap on in and practice together. We meet on the mat. Let's start by coming to sit cross-legged with hands resting on the knees, or you can take a Shuni Mudra, also known as Patience Mudra, by placing the thumb and the middle fingers together. This mudra reinforces patience, compassion, and understanding. Shuni Mudra activates a sense of inner peace as well as focused energy. Close your eyes and begin to take full, slow breaths in and out. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And with a slow exhale, belly button draws in. You're welcome to set an intention for today's practice. Quiet your mind by tuning into your breath. See if you can focus in on the rhythm of your breath, letting go of any distractions or thoughts that keep you from the present moment. Keep coming back to your breath. On your next inhale, slowly roll your head to the right and around, making a big circle. Keep it going, mindfully and carefully, bringing awareness to every nook and cranny. Or maybe I should say to every creak and crackle. I can hear my neck going. Take one more full circle. And let's reverse. Big, slow roll on the left. Take one more, nice and slow. And then bring it back to center. Starting on an inhale, raise and squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Keep squeezing, squeeze. And then on an exhale, drop them down. One more time, inhale, lift and squeeze. And exhale, drop. Coming into turtle or tortoise pose, carefully extend the legs out wide, opening the hips enough to feel the stretch. Keep your feet flexed with a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Pull your shoulders back and open the chest. Activate the muscles in your quadriceps to keep your legs still. Exhale, slowly walk your hands out in front of you. Be sure to breathe as you continue forward just until you feel the stretch and can comfortably sink in to find stillness. You can rest on a pillow or a bolster or yoga blocks. Let the head hang over, rest on your hands or your forearms. If your chest reaches all the way to the ground, you can either keep your arms extended forward or open your arms and reach your feet. Let's stay here for about 5 breaths. What thoughts are coming up? Bring awareness to them and then keep coming back to the breath. If it's hard to take deep, long, controlled breaths, then pull it back a little. In time, bend the knees and slide your arms and hands underneath, or you can stay right where you are. Chest reaches on or towards the floor. Slow and steady, go at your pace. Turtle pose helps us move inward and quiet the mind, just as a turtle withdraws into its shell when it's startled or threatened, which brings us more fully into our inner world and allows us to tune out external distractions. Take one more breath here and slowly walk your hands back to center as you rise up. Guide your legs back to center and turn to face the front of your mat, sitting nice and tall in Dandasana or staff pose. From here, we're going to swing our legs to any side. Make your way to tabletop or all fours. Keep your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. As we make our way to dolphin pose, we're going to lower our elbows to the floor directly beneath your shoulders. Keep your forearms parallel to each other and to the side edges of your mat. Distribute your weight evenly across both forearms. Tuck your toes and lift your knees off the floor as if you're coming into downward dog. Hips rotate up and away. Keep your knees bent as you lengthen your spine. Gently begin to straighten your legs. Weight is evenly distributed throughout the front and the back body. Your torso and legs should resemble the shape of an A. Draw your shoulder blades into your upper back ribs and towards your tailbone. Widen across your collarbones. Gaze towards your navel or between the legs. And let's take some nice deep cleansing inhales and some nice deep cleansing exhales. This is a fantastic alternative to downward facing dog for those of you who suffer from wrist pain or carpal tunnel. To release, exhale as you gently bend your knees and come back to all fours tabletop. Knit the knees together and press back into Child Pose, Balasana. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Inhale blows the belly up like a balloon. And exhale deflates the belly button towards the spine. Keep it going. Make your way back to tabletop. From here, curl the toes under and make our way up to downward facing dog. Claw at the fingertips to release pressure off the wrists. Option to come down on your forearms. Bend your knees one at a time or pedal your heels towards the ground. One more round. And exhale. Moving consciously, begin to slowly walk your way to the front of the mat to a standing forward fold. On an inhale, lift up halfway, flat back, long neck. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach for the sky, spread the fingers, press into your foundation. Exhale, hands to heart. Once more, inhale and reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming into tree pose, engage your core, root down through the left foot as you begin to slowly lift your right foot up, allowing it to rest on your ankle, calf, or thigh. You can use your hand to guide your foot. Keep your gaze steady and your mind clear. Option to use a wall for support. Take a couple deep breaths here. Wonderful. From tree pose, with hands at the heart, extend the right leg back. Slowly lean your torso forward until your back is neutral or in tabletop position as you stand on one leg for Warrior 3. Find your drishti and be sure your core is engaged to help with balance. When you feel stable, slowly lengthen out your arms in front of you. It may take a couple tries to land this. Accept where you are. Gaining balance and strength both take time and patience and dedication. Take it slow. A few nice conscious breaths here. You got this. Then lower the right leg down to meet with the left, and let's repeat on the other side. Find your balance in both feet. Shift your weight over to the right foot and allow your left foot to rise up and rest on your ankle, calf, or thigh. Inner thigh and foot are pressing against each other. You might raise your arms up to form branches or whatever shape you choose, or you can leave them placed at your heart in Anjali Mudra. Take a couple breaths. Bring the hands at the heart if they aren't there already, and this time extend the left leg back, torso comes forward, back is neutral, gaze is down. Nice long neck here, and hold the core in tight. When you're ready, slowly lengthen out your arms in front of you. Connect with your breath to find balance. No worries if you fall, it takes time and practice, so go easy on yourself. Focus on your breath to help you find balance. On an exhale, hands come to the waist and carefully lower the left leg down to the mat and pivot on the left foot as we make our way to triangle pose or trikonasana. Reach and extend the arms nice and wide, palms face down, heart is lifted, tailbone is tucked down. Left toes and hip rotate towards the front left corner of your mat. Front heel is in line with the back arch. Lengthen through the spine as you tip your left hip back. Reach your fingers forward. Bend at the hip crease and send your left hip and glute towards the back of the mat. Keeping the chest lifted, try not to collapse in the body. Think of a string pulling you up, nice and tall here. Core is engaged as you continue to lower your right fingertips to the top of your shin, a block, or all the way to the ground. Left arm extends straight up, gaze can follow. Spiral the torso towards the sky and take a deep breath in. Then press into the feet, engage the hamstrings and quads, and slowly make your way back up. All right, let's keep this going. Coming into my nemesis, half moon pose. Bend your right knee softly and bring your left hand to your hip. Bring your right hand to the floor in front of your right foot. Your hand should be under your shoulder, about a foot in front of you and 6 inches to the right of your right foot. Tighten your hand so that just your fingertips are on the floor. Begin to straighten your right leg while at the same time lift your left foot off the floor. Option to use a wall here for support. Left leg is straight. Open your hips, stacking the left hip point on top of the right hip point. Bring your left leg straight and parallel to the floor. Flex your left foot strong with the toes pointing towards you. When you feel balance on the right leg, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling and open the chest. Look up to your fingertips and take 5 breaths here. We're halfway there. Half moon. Hands come to the waist, rotate the torso towards the mat, lower the leg and rise up. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Extend the arms wide, palms face down and open the chest. Lift and lengthen through the spine, tailbone tucks under. Keep that lift from the tailbone to the crown as you gently reach forward with your left fingertips. Tip the right hip back as you slowly bend forward to make your way towards the ground. Torso rotates towards the sky. Take a few breaths here, being sure that the weight isn't dumping into your left side but evenly distributed throughout the body. When you're ready, press into the feet and slowly make your way back up. Into half moon pose on the other side, bend your left knee softly and bring your right hand to your hip. Left hand comes down to the mat about a foot in front of you and 6 inches to the left of the left foot. Fingertips are tented strongly on the mat. Begin to straighten your left leg while at the same time lift your right foot off the floor. Right leg is strong, straight and parallel to the mat. Hips are open and stacked, strong flex in your right foot with toes pointing towards you. When you feel balance on your left leg, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, opening the chest. Left arm is in line, stacked on the right. Look up at your right fingertips. 5 breaths here. Remember your why. Turn your torso towards the mat as you lower your right arm and leg. Plant the palms to frame the left foot. Step the left foot back to meet with the right, plank pose. Remember your intention here and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to the belly. And then push up to cobra, moving with your breath. We'll meet in downward dog. When you get there, take a deep cleansing breath in and a long cleansing breath out. From here, gently lower the knees, coming into extended child pose. Extend your knees as wide as the mat, toes to touch, and sit back. Melt your chest down and forehead to the mat. Reach the arms out long, palms press firmly into the mat. See if you can send your next inhale all the way down to your low back. Slowly make your way back up. Swing your legs over to either side and extend them out in front of you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the waist, flat back, think up and over and fold. Bend your knees as much as you like here. Relax your neck and let your head hang heavy. Just breathe. Send your breath to any tight areas. And slowly and mindfully roll all the way back up, reaching the arms up and then placing them down by your sides in staff pose. And then from here, we're going to lower all the way down as slowly as you can until your back is flush with the mat. When you get there, draw your knees in towards your chest and allow your knees to drop over to your right side. Option to bring your head to gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. You might close your eyes and observe what thoughts are coming up. Let them come and let them go, coming back to the breath. Bring your knees back to center and over to the left side. You may need to shift your hips here a little. Option to bring your arms outward to a T if that feels good to you. You could bring your head to gaze in the opposite direction of your knees and melt into the twist. Close your eyes and imagine what it would look like for you to be fully at peace with what is. See if you can let go of all that is and rest in that space. Guide your knees back to center, giving them one more squeeze, and then place them down hip width apart, coming into bridge pose, back of the heels close to your sit bones, and just grazing your fingertips. Gently tuck your chin to your chest, press your palms firmly into the mat, and slowly begin to peel your hips up off the ground, up towards the sky. You might take a bind here if that's in your practice by tucking your shoulder blades under and interlocking the hands underneath your tailbone. If you took a bind, unwind, release the grip and slowly lower it down one vertebrae at a time until your back is flush with the mat. Let's try this again. Gently tuck your chin to your chest, press your palms firmly into the mat, slowly begin to peel your hips up off the ground and up towards the sky. This time, lift your right leg up, hold, point your toes, and breathe. Then lower your right leg and switch. Lift your left leg up, toes are pointed, and breathe. Then lower your leg all the way back down to the mat. Slowly extend your legs out long, coming into Shavasana. Arms laid along the sides, palms face up. Gently close your eyes. Allow your body to become soft and heavy on the mat. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Relax all the muscles in your face and give yourself the gift of presence and peace. See if you can figure out where in your body are you still holding on. Where can you let go? And what can you leave on the mat today? Take 2 more deep breaths in and out. And place your hands in prayer position at the heart center. Let's seal today's practice with one of my favorites and very famous quotes you all may know by Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. A wonderful reminder for when we are in rush mode. I know I'm guilty of this. Take it one day at a time. Take it easy. And trust the process. Thank you for showing up, being here today and every day. Namaste.